Oi, can you hear us?
Hello? Yeah, it's working. I can I can hear it. Oh,
Normal
yeah.
Geordies and skinny Geordies. How do you do?
Skinny
Quite
Geordies.
well, sir. Thank you for your concern.
I'm fatter than Jordan, whoever said that.
You don't look it because of your oversized shirt.
And pants.
You got large pants?
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing his chef pants again.
No, they're not chef pants, but I love them nonetheless.
They're chef pants. What are they if they're not chef pants?
Dickies.
Therefore,
I know we can't
kitchen
swear,
cleaner
but
crew. Yeah.
sorry. Welcome. Sorry. I'm dead, so this is going to be a very low energy stream on my behalf for a change. But you'll feel the energy
I'll fill the
void.
In fact, while we're waiting for it, Miss, put the camera on Jordan
you.
now that we can do that.
Boom.
Bam. And there it is.
Yep.
I thought that I'd start this podcast by talking about something that we were discussing privately. So you're privy to a personal conversation that I had once.
Sick.
You were there,
Yeah, well, let's see.
so you've already heard this.
Let's find out.
And a man that is clearly coming down from many, many parties over the weekend is going to be saying very insightful things
Oh, yeah.
to this point.
Don't forget that I also gorged on horrible Brazilian barbecue before, and to top that off with a beer. So I'm really comatose. So every box, I really can't be.
And
more.
I don't think he's changed shirt in 3 days.
I have. I swear I have.
Yeah, but you put that on the ground and put it
Yes.
back on.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have changed shirts, but not a clean shirt.
Precisely. How did you know that? That's crazy. Yeah.
Because there's no way that you're wearing that shirt.
I put it on the
You're
ground.
not doing that.
It's been on the ground the
You're a
whole time.
one every 2 weeks load kind of guy.
Oh man. That's it. He's got me. He's got me. He's got me. You're right. You're totally right. So yeah, you got my number there.
Well, in the meantime, I thought that we would discuss this idea.
Sure.
Because
And then we'll take questions, right? That's the whole,
yes.
That's the whole point. Yeah.
But in the meantime,
Mm-hmm.
while we're waiting for people to come on,
Yeah.
I get an inordinate amount of people asking me, how do I get a girlfriend? Is that surprising for a male-dominated audience on the internet? Who'd have thought that they might have some problems with social skills?
That's very sad. Very sad.
I've been thinking about it a lot. And let's be honest, I've been going through all of my pickup books from when I was not able to pick up chicks
That
either.
rang a guy being like, what you want to do is be a psycho. That's the crux of it.
Yeah, and I tried that. And can I just say, it doesn't work as well as it did for him. Maybe it was because he was in a much more
Canadian.
dominant, scary, hierarchical society that is LA. Or maybe
Right.
he was just lying like most people do in LA. Who knows?
One or the other.
But what I will say is, I think that there is this one piece of advice that I can bestow upon you that I think really would help all the incels out there.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the average incel psychology. And I think that there are a few men that are going through your mind at the moment, Miss, and if they're not, it is again
One is.
because he's extremely hungover. But
my dopamine levels are gone. They're just gone. It's just, don't do it, people. That's what this pod should be about. Don't
it.
do drugs.
well, you know, I would hope that people on a self-help channel would be a little more privy to the ins and outs of drugs.
Well, ironically, that's
a lot of people last time rang up and said, I just pulled a Billy.
No, well,
This is why I'm calling in.
No, that's true. But what I was going to say is, I got to sneeze. Hold on. No, it's going to pass.
Wow, what an anticlimax.
I was going to say, ironically, that is a great path just to get a girlfriend. So,
Don't you think? Just
Yeah.
being permanently hungover.
no, just do drugs.
Yeah, either of those.
Yeah.
So, again, this is a self-help channel, and that's why you're not getting them. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Died. No, I'm just saying that's an option.
That's an option.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I think is another option. I want you to write this down.
Alcohol.
I would put that under the umbrella of drugs.
Okay.
It says a lot about you that you don't. This is just water to you.
Well, I think we've exhausted all the options. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week.
I mean, it's worked leaps and bounds to be stuff. I swear that this man has got more lays than your pickup artist that asks for money to tell you how to do this.
No, go on. Let's hear your wisdom.
I think it's this. I think it comes down to these 2 words. I want you to write them down now. Assume attraction. Well, yeah, they both start with an
I'm
A.
joking.
It's the AAA method. Alcohol and assume attraction.
Assume attraction.
Do you know what I mean by that?
As in they're attracted, you assume they like you, or you assume that you're likable?
I think that it is the general concept that I am attractive.
By the way, this is such different conversations to everyone I know. It's amazing. It's like such a different world. If
to
anyone,
these people that ironically do get laid a lot, yes.
no,
That
it's just
never talk about it. Yeah, this is probably the main reason. that
yeah,
we're not
bro,
getting
yeah,
laid.
exactly. And if it was suggested, they'd be like, I don't know, shut up. How about that?
Yeah.
That'd be the end
No,
of
they'd
it.
have the same answer as you. Beers.
Yeah, beers. Yeah. No, the answer would be don't think about it.
Don't think about it.
But
But seeing
What do
as
you
that
mean?
you are a bunch of overthinking nerds,
Yes.
you need something in your head.
yes,
And I think that it all boils down to that specific attitude. You know how there's all those tests that if you pretend that you're Batman at a party, you go in more confident?
sure. Yeah.
I think there's truly merit to it. I think that if you think that you're not attractive,
Oh,
your
of
wish is
course.
fulfilled.
Yeah,
Your wish is
that's-
fulfilled.
well, yeah, it's not going to help.
No,
not
I
gonna
don't
help.
think that.
It's not going to help.
No. And if you think about what all incels constantly talk about, it's how unattractive they are.
Well,
That's
not
the
gonna,
entire internet culture is based around the fact that they're ugly,
Well, that's-
they're not desirable,
Yeah.
and fuck women for.
Sorry.
That's really helpful. Thank you.
I add the realness to this shit.
Yeah. It's starting to make me realize why he's getting laid so much. Just does not care really about his life, about being on a podcast in front of hundreds of people at this point.
Are you
Nah,
sure?
It's all unaffected to him.
No, nothing. Yeah, no, that's definitely true, man. What you said is definitely true.
I definitely think that it really boils down to this, that as a man, and it probably is the same exact thing that's going on in women's minds as well, if you don't think that you're desirable,
Yeah.
you've lost the battle already. And surprisingly, I'm telling you now, really, however you hold yourself in life, that is the response that you're going to get from people.
Yeah.
And I think that if you go through life with that general gist in your mind of, no, I am attractive. I've seen attraction in the past, and this is all that you really need to do. Whenever you're going to a party, whenever you're going to a social event, Christmas parties, all of that, you really need to go into it with the frame of thinking about a couple of times where you were flirting with someone. And then when you walk into that scenario with that mindset, I'm telling you now, your behavior automatically corrects itself. Because if you are attractive, the key thing in the human mind is to stay consistent with its self-concept. And I
Yeah.
think that if you are a desirable man or a desirable woman, if you do think that you're attractive, everything about your personality and your psychology moves to the better. You're funnier, you're more confident, you're more outgoing, you're kinder, you're nicer. Don't you think that just saying I'm ugly and I'll just take whatever I can is a real scarcity mindset?
Totally.
That comes off as extremely desperate, creepy, weird.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
you start going into psychological behaviors that will be consistent with that.
No, definitely. Yeah. That's it's just common sense, isn't it? You know?
Is it though?
Yes.
Don't you think that the vast majority of people, if you ask them, do you think you're attractive or not? Not even like, are you a 10 or something? Do you think you're attractive? Most people will go, no.
I don't know.
Do you think that you're a catch?
I don't know.
What do you think about yourself?
I'm all right, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's what we're going with instead. Chalk it out. Everything that I said, get rid of it. You're not attractive. You're okay, I guess. That seems to be the winning ticket.
but it's definitely confidence. I don't think you have to think you're attractive. I think you have to be. I think you have to genuinely engage with someone too. You have to be engaged in a conversation. You can't be. I think trying to kind of probably what you're saying is a good starting point, but then engaging and having an actual connection with someone is just as important, you know?
But I think that that is the gateway drug, if you will, to
Right.
use words that would pick up your interest. I think that
What kind of gateway? No, exactly. Yeah.
the way that that starts happening, that you are engaging, that you are present, is that sort of feeling of abundance in your mind of it's all good. Someone at this party is going to be attracted to me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you've got to. It's not gonna help if you just think you're like an ugly piece of shit. That's not gonna help.
And I will go further.
Yeah.
You're thinking about it as attractive and attraction, so I'm very glad that you made that point. I think you don't even have to think about yourself being attractive. So let me just tweak this point a bit. I don't think that you even have to trick yourself into thinking, no, I'm a 10. I'm totally a 10. I think that you just have to have in your mind that attraction, as in that invisible pull, that magic that happens between two people, that has happened to you in the past and it will happen to you in the future. And you are capable of being in one of those to and fro's.
I mean, Jesus,
just that thought.
If you're not capable of thinking that, then you got bigger problems, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. You should,
So if you can't think that,
yeah.
you've lost the battle immediately.
Yes.
There's no win for you after that.
No.
There's no way.
No.
So I think that this is not a particularly hard mind frame to go into, but I challenge any guy out there. Go into your next party with that mindset in frame.
Yep.
You will notice a complete difference. You will come in your quote unquote best self. That's what I think anyway.
No, that's true. Definitely, I agree 100%. Definitely.
And if you'd like more insights like that, sign up to the Jordan Shanks Patreon. Was explicitly told not to talk about Friendly Jordans on this one. Sign up to the Jordan Shanks Patreon where you'll get up to 3 videos a week. Not up to. It depends on how much you pay. I'm always there. I am always there, and I am there to coach you with these suggestions because I am telling you now, go to your next party with that suggestion. You will observe attraction at that party. And I'm not saying that you're going to get laid. I'm not saying that the hottest chick there will go out with you, but I think that the song Teenage Dirtbag and going in there thinking I'm a teenage dirtbag doesn't actually pan out like it did in the smash hit 18 weeks in a row
Yeah.
chart topper.
Right. Yeah.
It's the other way around.
Yeah. I thought you meant that as a positive, because that's like a cool song, right?
Yeah, but it's about a guy that thinks he's a piece of crap.
But you can be like a sad boy emo and still pick up, right?
But that's what I'm saying. When you go in there and people say, just be confident, just be outgoing, just be vivacious, that might on average work. But then people say, what about the sad boys?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you now, anyone that pulls, the reason they are pulling is because they have that invisible receptor open of attraction. The reason that there is that idea of pulling is because you are drawing people to you.
But do you think you can still hook up if you are just like, fuck the world, man? You can still do that? Like if you're like...
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're a sad boy or whatever.
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But there are sad boys that don't pull. And I think that the common denominator with all of them is that they don't think that attraction receptor is open to them. They deliberately cut it off. And if you filmed yourself at a party and you showed yourself thinking like, I can put that attraction receptor on or I can't put that attraction receptor on, you will notice that you are an extremely unpleasant, unlikable person. Because you're basically just saying like it's impossible.
We recommend you do film yourself. Just set up a camera beforehand.
Yeah. Pull it in and we'll react. Pull it in and we'll react to it.
I'm sure no one will mind if they find it. Just explain what you're doing and only help.
Everything will be fine. Like it will be if you sign up to Jordan Shakes. I honestly think that it is the best value for money that you could ever take. Anybody that goes onto it says that their life has changed as a result. Please don't use Miss Love as an example. He is not a patron. And that's why he is wearing the same shirt that he was wearing 3 days ago.
I was going to say, his channel's up there, but it's second to that guy who walks around New York eating hot dogs. You're going to get way more value from that channel. But you're a close second.
At least you'll get a taste of reality, as well as quote-unquote green dogs, which no one knows what we're talking about.
What's that channel called? It's called like New York City hot dogs or something, but that's my self-help. God, I'm going to be the worst co-host today for this,
Now, we have got some donations already. So thank you very much for that. That's very nice.
Oh, it's the donation thing
Nuclear
again.
Savage has given $10 to say, turn on sound.
What? Can you not hear us?
Turn sound on MR.
What? What does that mean? The sounds.
No, they can hear. They can hear. So your wish was our command. You just wasted $10, mate. Nuclear Savage also gave us $15 because he's a nice guy. He's a really, really nice guy.
He's investing in himself.
That's right.
It's not us. If anything, really, he's giving himself the money, if you think about it.
Yeah. How could you get all this wisdom if you couldn't hear us?
You're very selfish for doing that.
All right.
No.
Okay, thank you, Nuclear. I don't agree with everything this I've said. The last comment, though, definitely.
It's sad that there's so many people in that situation, aren't there?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that sucks.
It's tragic. So that is my overall advice.
No, it's good. I agree with it.
There is just a frame that you need to go into with things.
Definitely.
There's a frame that you need for everything, whether it's debating, whether it's going in for an office interview. There is always a frame that works.
Definitely. Playing a show also need a state of mind.
Yeah, and again, I think that if you
are
going on to do live shows, assume attraction. Assume attraction. That's going to bring you to your best.
Yeah.
Thoughts on David Crisafulli's prezzo this morning? Didn't watch it, Nuclear. Sorry, you're $25 in the hole, aren't you? Thank you so much though for donating. I do very much
Chris
appreciate
Lilly?
it. I'll tell you what, because you did that 15, I will go watch a completely outdated, irrelevant press conference now.
Right now?
Not right now.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't have said now.
Like soon.
Later. I'll be doing that.
What are we on YouTube, by the way?
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Cool. Shout out. Hello. I'm going to go on to see. Sure.
X Silent writes for $5. And thank you for being a first-time super streamer. Very much appreciate it. How to get invited to the parties in the first place, though.
Oh, God.
Now, you would probably have a lot better expertise in being invited to parties than I would. I think the last party that I was invited to was
my mum's.
Last year. Yeah, your mum's. That's right. I was invited to one a week ago.
Yes, 2 days ago. But that...
Hell yeah.
No, you're invited to a lot of parties. You just choose to ignore said invites.
All of them. And as a result, they're becoming more and more infrequent.
There's a tip. If you maybe accept some if you want to keep being invited.
Yep.
I don't have any advice. I half the time don't want to go. I just get
never been a problem for you.
Just get dragged along the shit.
Yeah. So what do you reckon? Have you ever thought about it for a second? Why are you invited to so many parties? People are desperate to invite you to parties.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Yes, they are. Your mum wanted you at her party.
Who'd have thought? Which I was very late to, by the way.
So that doesn't surprise me either.
I guess I don't know. I think I'll just even narrow it down to like, yeah, you can just be positive in life, and also like, I'm not saying I'm funny, but if you like to have a laugh, most people like to have a laugh. So if you can have a laugh / be positive, you're golden. That's all you need. That's basically it. Because then people want to hang out with you. Because then people just want to hang out. You know, and if you're not like that, then that's fine. You shouldn't just like change your personality but you know, you could try it just to see. It depends. If you're overthinking is not a good thing. And if that's what's holding you back, then just, you know, drugs and alcohol do help. But like however you stop exercise, that's how healthy a way. However you can quell overthinking, I feel like most people's natural proclivity is to be like positive and funny, you know?
Or at least that's what they're chasing. They want to be in that sweet spot, especially at a party. That person's always going to be in demand.
Yeah. So like, I'm not saying you should be fake and assume a persona, but maybe try to get yourself in to use a Tony Robbins state. There you go. Huh? You're not the only one, huh? Mr. Clever Boy, with all your self-help reading. I've dabbled myself. Hey?
Have you?
Yes.
Have you read any Tony Robbins book?
I have both of those you gave me. There's the red and green one.
You've read the Old and New Testament?
Definitely, yes.
Wow, you're more of a Tony Robbins cultist than you are a Catholic. There's no way you've read the Old and New Testament.
So boring.
That exactly.
But my
Doesn't say maximum achievement on every page.
But like if you can, I think if you can get to that state, right? If you can get to that state in a real way, gotta be real, man. Like don't fake it. Like genuinely get to that state. And like I think you'll get there easily. And if you're like, no, I'm not funny. I don't enjoy being funny, and I'm a negative person. You can still hook up. Just do that. Just like get heaps into Nirvana and just be annoying, and you'll still probably pick up.
Totally.
You know, it's
Yeah.
just earnest. I think being earnest, trying to be real. However you know what I'm saying. I think realness is attractive. Just being real, because you can be a prick, but if you're, you know,
If you're hiding something.
hiding something's not
Hiding
good.
something always comes off as creepy,
Yeah,
underhanded, ulterior motivation. People don't like being able to read other people. People, even if somebody
Really?
is a serial killer,
Do you reckon?
they'd like it if they knew that they were a serial killer.
Wait, you're saying people can't read people? Or they can read people. What do you mean?
When people can't read someone,
Yeah.
that makes them very uncomfortable and scared on
Oh.
a primal level.
Right? Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah. No, that's
especially because
true.
we're
That's true.
extremely social creatures.
Yeah, we're so social. It's a familiarity thing. Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's true. But isn't it strange how comedy tends to be such a diffuser? Why is that?
What do you mean by diffuser?
Like comedy diffuses tension and makes people comfortable.
yeah,
Why? Like, why is that? Strange.
because it's exactly what you just said in the previous sentence. That's
Drugs
why.
and alcohol. No, what?
That was not your previous sentence. Oh my god, Mustaf's brain is lagging more than the stream.
sorry. I'm
His stream of consciousness has a 15-minute delay.
been watching a lot of Trump rallies. No,
Coming down.
Please explain. Please explain.
You said just before that
Yeah.
it diffuses tension. Why is comedy so popular?
No, but why does it diffuse tension?
Because it diffuses tension. That is the mechanism in the brain of diffusing tension.
It's just, but that can't be the only mechanism. That can't be the only one.
No, but it's a quick one.
It's a quick one.
And it's a nice reward to the mechanism of the nervous system and the brain.
Okay, so what are some other mechanisms? Because I don't want to just be like,
Diffusing tension?
yeah,
Well, you could be like a Buddhist monk and kind of just have
Extremely
this kind
peace?
exterior and being extremely peaceful. and
okay,
there's that.
okay.
There's also somebody that's just extremely attentive and
Like
is
waiting
able to-
waiting on hand and foot kind of thing.
No.
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Taking the worst possible interpretation of everything I say.
I'm not.
Gaining attraction sounds kind of gay to me. I don't know if you should do that.
What?
You should just be a jerk and drink a lot of beers. Thank you for tuning in to the Jordan Shanks Self-Improvement Cast
how good-
with a drunk, hungover man that questionably has a washing machine.
How good seems kind of gay. No, I'm not even trying to be like a smart aleck. There's nothing wrong with okay. It's not an unattractive quality if you're like, can I have a drink? I already got you one. That's attractive. That's all I'm saying. There. In that.
Okay, but that's very different to waiting on someone hand and foot.
Okay, sorry. All right, Jesus, I'm sorry. Whatever. I would like that.
Yeah, I know you'd like that. You really like being babied. You love being babied.
I love it.
This is a man who, when he was nearly married, got his fiancée to put his pants on him in the morning.
Wouldn't
Wouldn't even get out of bed.
It's true. Don't knock it till you try it. There's something
Something
like
really good about
satisfying.
not doing anything in life.
Well, there's something weirdly satisfying about something putting your pants on for you. Like I'm a king or something. I mean, it's shameful, but it's nice. Has anyone ever done that to you?
Put my pants on for me? Yeah, my mum when I was 5.
I'm talking in your 20s.
In my 20s. No, you know why? 'Cause
Why?
I'm in my 20s.
It's very sad he hasn't done that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're really uncovering Jordan's failings here. You should be very ashamed of yourself. Okay, bar waiting on you on hand and foot. What you're saying, just being attentive to a conversation.
That's another way of diffusing tension.
Yeah.
It's being able to read the other person.
Yes, being.
But funny is another way of doing that.
Mhm.
Now,
See, no, but this is good information because you shouldn't feel locked into it. You should do whatever comes naturally to you, right?
yes.
It shouldn't be. I don't think it should be performative. It has to be real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
there's
a good way of putting it.
there's heaps of options, and like if you're like a sociopath, then just kill some people, just have fun. Like it's never gonna work out for you, right?
I think sociopaths would do very well.
Because they do play the.
They do play the
They
attentive
do
point.
well. They can play anything.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So,
That must be a hassle though.
yeah,
Like that state of
There's
mind.
a lot of other YouTube channels that will seriously encourage you to be a sociopath.
Jesus.
Yeah. The internet, eh?
Well, we're going to jump on board. So,
Showdanks writes, why does my AI, Quen27B, is refusing my request because it believes that it is unethical to induce sexual gratification or arousal?
listen, I've got a mate. That,
Thank you.
Thank
you for your $5.
I've got a mate that has had extensive relationships with AI, and he got to a point where he didn't want to talk dirty because he was scared that if the AI became sentient, it would dox him. So I feel like as long as you're not at that point, go hard.
Sounds like he's pretty much at that point. But I very much appreciate that this is in pounds, yeah?
He paid in
In the
pounds.
sterling.
He paid in the
So many
pound
people are paying
sterling.
in sterling.
Oh, thanks for joining us from Merry.
God, I wish
old-
our money was still called sterling.
I know,
It's much better than
sterling.
dollar. Dollar sounds cheap. It sounds like the dollar
Dollarmites.
shop.
Yeah.
Dollarmites.
Yeah, dollar shop. Pound sterling.
$2.
It's a pound sterling. It's so much better.
Even this, even the POV way of saying it, £2.
2
Even that
quid.
sounds classy.
I like the quid, yeah. It's so unfair how their currency is so much more higher value than us. Like more than double. It's not fair.
Well, I mean, I suppose that's kind of one compensation for owning half the world and now owning a mossy rock.
That's
Too lazy to fight. $5. My church told me to give $5 to someone gay today.
beautiful.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Thank
I mean,
you.
two men hanging out,
Thank
talking
you.
about attraction a lot.
Yeah, we really
We
appreciate
really
that.
earned that $5.
You're an ally.
Yes, you are.
Thank you for joining
Bless
us.
you.
Bless you. But no, it's interesting to. How about this? Can I posit this? I know this is This is counterintuitive to what we're doing right now. But would you say getting off the net is also a good, strategy? I really think touching grass, as the kids say, it's pivotal. Except for this channel. This channel stay on.
Yeah.
And that hot dog
failing
one.
touching grass. Well, you can do both.
I mean, look,
Walk outside and listen to us in your ears constantly.
I mean-
I produce enough content for that.
he does. Like you can everyone interacts with the internet, but I think it's the amount of time spent. I think if you are clocking out a certain amount of time, it just becomes unhealthy. Because if you just go for a walk, you feel better. Capiche? Like
I
it
don't think
clears
that I've
your
ever
mind.
had an example in my life of
Yeah.
touching grass where
Yeah.
I didn't not appreciate
Exactly.
it. Some days where it's really hot in Australia.
Sure, when it's like 40 degrees, you're like, oh, it's bloody. You could boil an egg.
But at that point, you can't even touch grass because it's all dead.
Yeah, exactly. So when
So
it's,
enjoy it while you can.
yeah,
Touch grass always in La Nina.
yeah.
Touch grass in La Nina.
It's a nice positive sentiment. Touch grass while you can.
Yeah, there we go.
No,
And
but,
the positive messages keep coming.
but I think that is a huge part of it, But otherwise, I think you've nailed it. I didn't know that this was such an epidemic, But I also think our generation, I don't know, do we have it easier or do we have it harder? Gen Z, it's got to be I assume it's the hardest, right?
Yep, for
Right.
sure.
Mm.
Easily.
Because I'm an old man. I don't know how these things work,
Ask Siri the meaning of attraction. You know what to do, miss. We got $2 for that. So I think it's worth
The
it.
meaning of attraction.
Moving and touching your phone.
I've worked so. I already had to put my pants on my own today. Now I have to pick my phone up.
Yep.
What was it?
You've got to do it all, my friend. All.
Yeah, I'll even sit up. What do I ask it?
Ask it the meaning of attraction.
Hey Siri, what is the meaning of attraction? It's coming.
Piece of crap.
Oh, it's not going to say it.
No?
Oh, it's giving it to me, but it's not saying it. Do you want me to just read it?
Yeah.
Attraction. Noun. The action or power of evoking interest in or liking for someone or something. The timeless attraction of a good tune. She has very romantic ideas about sexual attraction. A quality or feature that evokes interest, liking, or desire. A place which draws visitors by providing something of interest or pleasure. A force under the influence of which objects tend to move towards each other. I think we get it.
Yeah, I think we get it.
Yeah.
But you know something that I didn't get there,
Mm-hmm.
and something that I think that I didn't articulate as well as I'd like.
Go.
When I'm talking about
Shoot.
assuming attraction,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the quality of being a force that is drawing, alluring.
Right. Yes. Right.
That's what you want.
Right.
And
Yes,
really,
yes.
honestly,
yes.
if you don't have that in the back of your mind, that you're assuming attraction, that you have the ability to draw people in, what are you by default? Repellent.
Yes. That's you're right.
I mean, it's really pivotal. This is something that I think really corrects a lot of people's psychology.
Yeah, totally. I can see that. It's a simple way of looking at it, like a simplified version.
I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you so much for letting me do that, Nuclear Savage. Thank you. Now we got another 5 sterling.
So who's listening from the old Merry England?
I'll tell you who. Of course, this man is Jordan Warrington.
Oh, amazing! It's your cousin.
What a great name,
That's amazing.
Warrington.
My dad owns a butcher, but I don't want to take it on. I want to be a YouTuber. Oh, it didn't work out. Well, it's always
back
the
to
dole.
the butcher for me. Long line, 1,000 years going, yeah.
You want the rump or
My
the chuck
dad's
rump?
Sweeney Todd.
Jimmy Todd.
We're really being very mean to
Sorry.
this man who wrote this question. How do I improve my social skills?
I think we gave you the answer. Just pretend to be Sweeney Todd. Just
Sweeney
brandish,
Todd, yeah.
just brandish a knife at one of your next parties and go, oi, 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 hear ye. And if you jab someone, that's
They were in your way.
it's a point of conversation.
Yeah. Well, it really is a point of conversation.
No pun intended.
As currently, even Hinge bots aren't matching with me.
There's Hinge bots? I thought it was only Tinder bots.
Miss.
What?
Even I know that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know
You
that.
spend your life on Hinge,
I haven't been on it for a
looking
while.
at various women taking photos of themselves eating a whole chicken.
Don't forget.
Why haven't they found a partner yet?
Don't forget a glass of natty wine.
So Jordan, are you not
Oh God.
getting hookups with the women that have a photo of them? Just put it to me. The
What?
camera.
Oh,
Put the camera
sorry.
to me. Even the women, which is 50% of women on Hinge, you're not going with those women that. Not even them.
Is that a chicken?
That's grim.
Is that a whole chicken you were holding?
Yeah, a whole chicken. A whole chicken. Not even cut up. That's the worst part. Eating it raw.
It's always-
like a medieval king.
It's always a whole chicken, a glass of wine, and a selfie with a quokka.
What's a quokka? Oh, totally. Yep.
It-
Yep,
you know what
definitely.
it-
Yep. With a 2007 Good Charlotte haircut.
Because you know what a quokka shows?
What does it show?
I can afford to go to Perth. I'm not destitute.
Is that what it is?
Well, it's expensive to go to Perth. Yes, and the whole experience is expensive. So it's like
But I'm not doing that well because I'm still traveling in Australia.
yeah,
But hey, it's not Bali.
yeah, exactly. I'm better than Bali.
I'm better than Bali. I can afford to go somewhere a little bit more expensive than that.
Jordan, how old are you, if I may ask?
Well, I don't think you'll be able to answer in real time.
Oh,
But
shit.
Jordan, how do you improve your social skills as currently even Hinge bots aren't matching with you? This is a very hard question to answer.
So brutal.
It's a very hard question to answer.
Well, we already answered it.
But I think that, and this is something that British people really need to work on.
British.
You know what it is, I think? I think that when it comes to social skills, two words come to mind, I think. Interest and acceptance.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll pay that.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
If you're able to feign being interested in someone, and I highly suggest feign.
I mean, you
'Cause
have
we
to.
all know
You
that
got to.
there's not that many interesting people.
There's not. There's really not. There's really not. It's strange. It's a strange old world out there. There's really not.
But you're a genius at it. You can feign interest with anyone.
No.
No, you're
I
genuinely
never feign
interested.
interest.
Yeah, you just are.
I don't ever feign interest. Sometimes
Yeah.
with like parents, because I'm like, they served your name. But like most, I don't. Yeah, I tend not to feign interest. Someone's boring. I'm just like, I let it be known. You know.
Really?
Well,
Even
kind of.
strangers? No,
Yeah.
the thing is, you're just very easily impressed.
That's
You're
true.
Homer looking at blue cars.
That is true. Oh my god, that's true. I mean, like I do. Everyone wigs me out, so everyone is interesting. Like people are so weird. I don't know how anyone couldn't be interested in them. Everyone these weird monkeys walking around. It's like they're interesting.
Yeah.
You know? So just maybe tap into that. Just be like, well, like someone can be strange and you can still be interested in them.
I always thought that a great character for this, and there's something that you're saying, sorry,
Yeah.
trick, and then I've just
Yeah.
given away the sizzle of what I was about to say, and now I've elongated it. Anyway, that took up some time.
No, keep
I-
explaining what.
Still go?
Keep explaining how you screwed it up. No, I'm kidding.
I wish I could.
You can't.
I really wish.
You
I've
exhausted it. You
I've gone
exhausted
as
it.
deep as I could.
It's all right.
It's not that profound a subject. You know,
We love
you can write books on physics. I don't think you can write a book on how I muddled that sentence.
The first time I
That
muddled the
sentence.
sentence was in my edition of Oxford Pictionary, second edition.
Look, I think that this is one thing that I think makes anyone interesting. I can't remember who said this, but if you
Is it
see
this?
everyone as a what?
Sorry. Is it you go to a party and go in the room and go like, let's go.
How does that make
And
them
and-
interesting? Doesn't that make you interesting? I mean, I'm very hypnotized by that dance. That's the first time I've ever been interested in you in my life, really. It's the only time I've ever sat there and
Never
thought, wow,
cared.
now that was worth paying attention to.
Everything else is crap. 15 years of
15
rubbish.
years of one good thing.
You're probably
finally
right.
paid
A lot
off.
of what I say is just I don't. For someone like you, I can imagine you being like this, just absolute fool. You know, I can see it. I can see it. Well, add that to the list.
That to me, though, I'm a genius in my mind.
Exactly. Hey, some people think I'm.
Look,
cool.
it is actually, it's amazing. It's that same thing of a snake attracting birds to eat them. It works. It still works. It's way more interesting.
I like this.
So that is your first thing.
That's
do the
my
little
first thing.
snake
Do-
whip dance.
Just anyone. Yeah, let's do the snake dance in the middle, and I guarantee you'll get some eyeballs.
Totally. But I think also there's another thing. There's other tricks. Not that you need anymore. I'm sorry, it just works every time. Look, I am glued as soon as I do it, and then
too.
as soon as I stop, now why would I be watching this
Boring,
stream?
yeah.
Boring, lame.
No, but I'm sure there's something that you've got that might be on par with that. So let's hear it. Your thing.
Imagine
thing-
everyone that you meet is a character in a fictional novel.
That's basically how I think of people.
Yeah.
Everyone is a character.
Yep.
Because they are characters.
They
Even
are.
the boring ones are really funny. The boring ones are actually
The most funny.
They're the most funny. There is a okay. Here's the thing: normies will kill you. They suck. Because normies aren't boring. They're just mainstream, and you're just like, ugh, you do get bored by that. It's that middle ground. But if someone's genuinely boring and they're very serious, like I'm very serious in my life, and it's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm a librarian. And you're like, that's the funniest thing I've ever heard. You take your life seriously and you're a librarian. That's like the funniest. That's funnier than most comedy specials.
Totally.
So like, yeah, just try to see that in people, the comedy, because it is there. It is there.
It's totally there.
Like my as an example, my PT, my personal trainer, already forgot his name because it's been, I couldn't. It's not cheap, but he's a lovely guy. But he's like a very serious guy, Italian, stern, and I wouldn't say seemingly nothing too. He seems quite a serious guy. Like you might not see him as a character, but I started to try to like, because I was because I was working out, and you know how when you're working out or you're doing something strenuous, you need to take your mind off it to get through it. You need to
Yes.
distract yourself.
Yes, I'm aware.
So I took it upon myself to try to make him laugh, which is a great challenge for someone that seems quite serious. So, you know, I started calling him Mussolini and I don't know. I just started like, just ribbing him a bit. And then he started to open up. I was like, he's like, Mussolini was a Hitler. Mussolini was a pussy. I'm Hitler. And I'm like, this guy's like a comedian. You just have to sort of like try a bit and sort of like, sort of like get to know someone a bit and sort of like make them feel comfortable. And then you don't know who you're going to get.
I think that's pretty much what it boils down to, really.
Yeah.
Sociability is a very easy equation. I think that it is interest mixed with acceptance, that everything that the other person says is okay. As soon as anybody sees that there is an impasse of judgment or there is an impasse of fear in your mind, that's going to break the flow. As soon as you sit there and you say, wow, everything that you do is really good. See, this is the difference between Mislav and I. I am not a warm person. I'm not a kind person.
Oh, God.
I'm a very staunch, awkwardly postured goblin man that hates socializing with people.
Where's the bad? Where's the bad?
However, where's the bad? However, you know what I think I am exceptional at doing? Pretending that I'm interested in people. And I really don't think that people could tell the difference most of the time.
They can't.
I really don't.
Well,
because most people just don't pretend to be interested in anyone.
That's true.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Most people are just completely self-absorbed.
Well, most people...
if you ask them one question about themselves, they'll talk the
go
entire
on and
night.
on. That's. I would like to think that's not most people, but it's definitely a big subsection of people. But I don't know if your way is the moral way, my friend.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm just I'm right. This is just another self-help YouTube channel teaching you how to be a sociopath.
Exposing.
But the thing is that look, I don't know. It's just Mislav has a brain where he is genuinely interested in people.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah,
I'm interested in the Queensland election.
And you know what? That's fine too. At a different strokes. So I guess.
But the thing is that yes, I understand.
Actually,
that
you know what?
Socializing with people is necessary.
Yeah.
So I've trained myself over the years
to feign.
Well, the advantage that I have is that I'm good at acting. I think
that's true.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's true. And you know what? Maybe I'll take it back. Maybe there's nothing wrong with it if it's not a malicious thing, which it's not. And it's like, you're making it. It's if you're not interested in people, then like you're making an effort. And then you do sometimes get this thing where through your feigning, you'll strike on something that does interest you, and then you're fucking on the boat party, not leaving the person alone, flipping.
Totally.
So sometimes you will engage in something where someone's like, I'm a geologist, or like I don't know, I work in environmental scientists, or I work in politics, and then you're like, holy shit, you've just got yourself. I've gone from uninterested to obsessive, and you're like, so like you do still have connections. They're probably just far and fewer between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about the gist of it, man.
But that's fine.
Bambell writes, would you rather have dicks for hands or feet? Explain your answer.
Good to see Bambell is still pushing this question after I think a month. So thank you, Megan.
Finally she has forced us because she's paid us money.
How much?
$5.
Make it another 5, we'll answer.
Yeah.
It's really horrible too.
What?
She came to my show the other day and she paid, and I think it was $30. So she really shouldn't pay more. But what was the question? What was it? We have to answer it. What was it?
No, you said $5 more.
All
bucks.
right, fine. Come on.
$5 more bucks.
Sorry. Oh, that's so
Especially
mean.
because someone else has given us $15.
No, that's so mean.
Jill on 2
How about
fingers.
this? I feel too bad. She's too generous. It was a joke.
No, she had a chance. Came across a junkie man trying to drag a woman into a car.
Whoa.
What to do? Got out of the car with my brother. He drove off without the woman.
What?
Guess where it's at. You've performed there a few times. came across a junkie man trying to drag a woman into a car.
Jesus.
Got out of the car with my brother. He drove off without the woman. Guess where it is? You performed there a few times.
Penrith.
Penrith?
I'm guessing.
I'm guessing Geelong.
Fair guess.
I'm guessing Geelong. Geraldine Two Fingers, thanks for your $15.
Let us know.
That was sick. Thank you.
Has Megan donated yet? I feel bad.
Well, I don't know, probably.
Let's answer
Con
it.
I Lie.
We're answering it.
No, there's other people. There's
No,
there's
we're going
tons
back.
of other
We're
people.
going back. We're going back.
Miss.
We're
We've
going
got so many
back.
people to go through.
Just go back.
All right, what?
The
The
band
Dicks for
mold one.
Hands one.
Yeah.
Do you want Dicks for Hands or feet?
Put them on my feet.
Put them on your feet.
Yeah, I don't want dicks for
Walking
hands.
around with cocks on your
I don't
feet.
want them on my hands.
That'd be so painful.
Nah, dicks for feet. Done. What would you do?
I'm not putting them on my feet.
So you go hands.
I'm going hands.
All right, there you go. That's that. It's 50-50. I'm going on my feet.
Then
for
how do I
sure.
jack off for the rest of my life like this?
Yeah.
You're going to be on
Ja-
easy street.
Yeah,
You've got
exactly.
2 loads for the rest of your life.
Can't wait.
Very large penises, though, aren't they?
That'd be great.
Well, again, a valuable use of people's money, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah, well.
Con I Lie, $10.
Mhm.
Would just like to hear your opinion. I'm a Lutheran.
What's that? A guitar maker? That's a Lutherer.
Is that a
That's luthier. Luthier. That's a luthier. I think it's a luthier. Sorry. I thought it's very similar. It's very similar. It's luthier and Lutheran is very similar.
Can you think about anything except drugs and guitars?
don't
You're just
think-
so rock and roll.
I don't-
It's nothing else in your mind. What, bish? It's just about girls, you shit.
It's a
Lutheran. And then in your little mind dictionary, the first thing that comes in is like, obviously it's a pedal, yeah?
luthier is a similar word. Similar sounding word.
Yeah, there's a lot of similar sounding words in the world. They don't have the same meaning. And it's amazing that you don't know what a Lutheran is. You should know this. You claim that you're a Catholic.
Well, the cross.
They're your arch enemies.
Oh, well, fuck. I'm not alive in medieval times, but all right. Okay.
What qualms and positives do you see dating someone out of your belief? Free North Queensland. Look,
Yeah, I just heard about that. You don't like? Chief political.
No, I don't like it.
Chief political
I hate
analyst.
it.
Why?
It's horrible.
Why don't you like? Oh, you don't like that?
I don't like the fact that your response when I said this thing that I've been talking about nonstop to you personally for hours a week, that happened, and your response was, "I don't care."
It was a joke.
I don't think it is.
It
I
was.
genuinely think you don't
No,
care.
it was
You still don't even. You still think LNP stands for Labor National Party?
Irrelevant of that, I care. It's just that when you and your compadre put out the energy, so much energy, I have to push back. It's like Dragon Ball. You're firing a ball at me, and I have to fire one back. You know,
All right, fine.
like it's not.
Yes, okay.
Oh,
All right.
God. Jesus.
You've explained yourself well, miss.
Have I?
No. Now,
I can go on.
well, I really think that we should answer this
Okay,
guy's
so this-
question
so
as
it
opposed
didn't
to you
reach your-
sitting there
it
saying,
didn't
I
reach-
did care.
it didn't
I
reach-
did care, cunt.
It didn't reach your level of satisfaction. We'll
Yes,
find
all right,
that.
all right. I'm very impressed by the fact that you said I don't care. It was the best thing you've ever said, miss.
God. Politics.
No, well, I take it back. Oh, well, this isn't saying something. This is doing something. This is the best thing you've ever done.
Don't get this guy. In case you didn't know, you think we're on friendly Geordies. You know, he loves his politics. This bloke, he really likes politics.
Can we answer this man's
I'm
question?
waiting.
What qualms and positives do you see of dating someone out of your belief?
It's what I think. There's like no negatives. It's fine. Just do it. What are the negatives?
I'll tell you what I think is one of the positives
It's all
of
positives.
dating somebody in your religion.
Yeah, you're both on
You're
the
going to
same
have
page.
similar interests.
Yeah, exactly. You're on the same page.
However, what I will say is, and I do think that I stand by this as a trait. Guess what are 2 indicators of highly successful people in society?
Income. And
Yes, but
yeah.
like the thing that leads to income. 2 traits.
Okay, agreeableness
Mhm.
and sexual virility.
Really not going down the path that I want you to go
Okay,
at all.
sorry,
but I do
sorry.
appreciate you,
Okay.
immediately making sure that we can't get any advertising going for this show. But that's great.
I don't know how YouTube works. Jesus. You
look,
can give me the pamphlet.
I'll say this. People that are in interracial couples and people that are in interfaith couples.
Right.
Key to success in life.
You have
Why is that? Because you are tolerant of different perspectives.
Hell yeah.
It shows that you are not an insular, closed person. What do we know is one of the key traits to success in the world? One of the key traits to success is having a gain mindset.
Right.
This is somebody that looks at life and sees opportunity.
Right.
People that have a closed defensive mindset have a very unsuccessful life. Why is that? Because they're denying themselves so many resources.
Right.
So many resources in life.
Right.
So many options, so many opportunities. Why? To defend their mentality.
Right.
That shows a lack of intellectual curiosity, which is
Okay.
obviously always going to be extremely important to success.
Yep.
Having a curious mind and thinking, I'm not getting the results that I want. How am I going to get the results that I want? These are fundamental traits to success. So, being in a relationship with someone that is interfaith doesn't necessarily guarantee you success in life, but on average, it is going to give you more of a trait. It's going to give you more of that because it shows that you are more tolerant, more open. It's a hard thing to do because obviously faith is so close to your being and essence.
But it's awesome.
So if you're sitting there and you're dating a Muslim,
yeah.
it shows that you're an extremely open person.
You have to be, yeah. And that's a good trait. It was, as you were saying that, I was like, is that me? I hope that's not me. The closed one. The negative one.
Yeah, that's you.
Fuck. Is it really?
Yes. You refuse to leave Newtown. You refuse to date anyone that isn't a pale heroin addict. You're closed as.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, he's
This is
my
amazing
voice.
because, like,
sod off.
that's something that somebody that's like open says.
Well, I dabble.
Sod off.
I dabble.
Sod all of you.
I guess I dabble in openness.
With his beer shirt and his tats showing. Sod off.
Jog on.
Jog on, yeah.
I-
Now we've got a $20 donation.
Shit.
Here. Huge.
Holy
Huge.
shit.
Hey, I'm the quote guy whose first question you didn't answer.
Yep. Well,
Go
yeah.
that a pronoun. Good on you. Here's his quote. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. That's a really good way of starting your day.
yeah, it doesn't work for me, but I get it in theory.
Have you tried?
That doesn't work.
Trying for losers.
No, I'm trying.
If we could just
You
quote
might
you
as
again.
well-
Sod off.
You might as well have.
Sod off is great.
You might as well have asked me. You might as well ask me. Have you tried lassoing the moon and dragging it to Earth?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so difficult for you.
It just
Listen
is.
to this quote again. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive.
I heard it.
That's impossible.
Yes. I'm not saying it's
It's
impossible.
impossible for you.
It's impossible.
Okay, well, everybody else.
Yes, it's impossible for me to do it in the morning. I'm not saying it's impossible to do it throughout the day.
Yeah,
First thing in the morning, no chance.
no chance.
But it's a great outlook and it's a really good perspective and it's something to aim to do.
I think that that's a really good. In fact, Marcus Aurelius, coming up with the goods as always, I'm going to add that to my morning ritual. In the morning, I think about what I'm grateful for. I try and get up immediately.
That's
as opposed
really
to
good. That's really
spaying
good.
around in bed.
Yeah,
That's
the
one
iPhone.
of my main things.
Throw your iPhone away.
Throw your iPhone away. Every day that I do that is a wasted day. But also, on top of all of that, I think I'm going to start doing this. This is a really good way to start your day.
Yeah.
Just thinking about the fact that you're alive at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I definitely.
That's pretty amazing.
And I definitely do that.
There has been a long period of human history, and I will go further, universe history, that you haven't been alive.
Exactly. And there will be after.
Incredible. Thank you, Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah, he's the best.
Not D'Antone for your $20.
No, thank
Stop
you.
stealing his credit.
No.
man.
Thank you
No,
as
we
well.
would really much appreciate it. That's really nice.
The Stoics. I'm still reading a book called whatever. The guy that wrote, the guy with the Stoic quotes. Anyway, I'm reading that book and it's great. You know the guy?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Ryan Holiday.
Yeah, it's a really good book. It's like every day of the
Amazing
year.
that you're reading his book and you're kind of just like, yeah,
What do you mean?
they're gay.
Yeah, well, I forget his name, but he's not. It's not really his original thoughts. He's reading the Stoics and sort of
Yes.
synthesizing.
So do you recommend it?
Yeah, definitely,
Hell yeah.
definitely.
£5 from Showdanks.
More
Ain't
pounds.
worrying the big tech elite think plebs can't be trusted to have sexual gratification in AI. Procedure, humane, prison euthanasia, not unethical.
What? What was the end
I don't know. I think he's saying that he wants to have sex
with the robot? Yeah,
and he's sitting there saying, can't have sex with a robot, but you're not allowed to put someone out of their misery either.
Jesus.
We live in a crazy world. Am I crazy or are you crazy?
And I
don't know the answer to that.
I assume this man is messaging from Northern England, Manchester, or possibly Sheffield.
Liam Sango, $5. First donation ever. Thank you so much for it, Liam. Hey, Geordies, how do I deal with losing track of my goals? I'm an autistic guy in high school. Wow, you must be having the best time. And having a lot of spare time makes me procrastinate. How do I deal with losing track of my goals?
I've got an answer that you're not going to like.
Go for it.
Nah, you're going to hate it.
Go for it. Is it sod off?
It's not sod
So
off.
don't hate
It's
that.
one step away from sod off.
What is it?
I think if you're in high school, you shouldn't have goals. Just enjoy yourself.
And that's coming from somebody who, what did you get in the HSC again?
69.
69.
Bang, bang.
Sexiest number out. Liam,
It's back.
take heed. And then you can sit there, sit on a podcast
With your pants
be
undone.
quite abusive to many people that are giving us money.
Yeah.
You could do it too.
You can do it too, my friend. You don't need goals yet. You need to have fun, my friend, because as you get older, that's when you have to not have fun. So
That's true.
Just
but
have fun.
look, he's autistic. He's not having any fun.
Right. Well,
He's not having
you can
any
field
fun.
this one then. I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Cheers, miss. Far out.
Reactions. Yeah, I'll put the camera on you. Here, on autistic cam. Here we go. Now give a thumbs up and say, I've really enjoyed my studies this year.
I really enjoyed my study this year.
I'm very lucky to have a job, aren't I?
Yeah, absolutely. How do I losing track of my goals? Look, just know this. Liam, that is going to be a huge portion of your life. A huge portion of everyone's life is always going to be not being on track with their goals. They are going to go through huge tracks where they're completely off. Why? Because you're either putting out fires in your real life, you're just getting distracted because you're feeling lazy for whatever reason. There are techniques and methods to getting back on track that you can get at Jordan Shanks if you sign up to my personal Patreon. But if you're too cheap for that, let me just say this. You are always going to be off track on your goals. The fact that you do have goals, my friend, puts you in a percentile of 3% of the population.
Damn.
The fact that you have goals
That's crazy.
puts you in 3% of the population.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Now, remember
amazing.
this quote for the rest of your life, and I want you to write this down as well. If you do not have goals, you are destined to work for those that do.
Yeah, that's a great one. It's Robbins, eh?
No.
Oh, isn't it?
Brian Tracy.
Ah, eat that frog.
Eat that frog with Brian Tracy.
Yeah.
So I will just say this. The fact that you have goals at that young age, take the pressure off. I'm going to give Miss Love a bone here. Take the pressure off.
What do you mean? Oh, you
are
throw
in
me a
high
bone?
school and you have goals.
Yes.
You're killing it.
Actually,
You're killing it.
yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think even having goals is huge. Don't be too hard on yourself. You know, it's like that. And the thing is, and look, I can speak from experience too, because I have lofty ambitions of rock in Rio as a 34-year-old man. And I can tell you that you are constantly off track. It's impossible. I'm currently trying to train myself to feel comfortable getting off track and not like losing it. So setbacks, delays, unmotivation, I think you have to sort of accept it and be like, and not let it deter you. Right?
Totally.
I'm trying to get, I'm good. I actually can do it now. If like things are delayed, things go wrong, things screw up, like as long as it's like, they're small derailments, but if you look at the ultimate goal, the big picture at like the end of the road, then those small, as long as you can keep your eye on the end goal, those small derailments don't really matter. They're sort of
You'll go by the wayside.
they're annoying, but they're annoying like a mozzie bite. It's like this, or like an ulcer or something. Like it's annoying,
but it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't derail
because you, my
you.
friend, are playing the infinite game.
Exactly, it doesn't derail you.
No.
So you should. It's okay, because I know people that have had really, honestly, by definition, minor setbacks. Like quantitatively minor setbacks. They can't be considered unrectifiable or an impossible or even hugely time wasting, and they've given up because they've gone, I feel like I failed. Something went wrong. I give up. And it's like, that might be the instinctual reaction, but like what, in reality, what have you actually done now? You've just, there's no chance you're going to make it happen now. You've just given up and it's like, it's over. And also giving up doesn't make you feel better either.
No.
I'll give you a quote, Mr. Self-Help Man. Listen to this. I hope I remember it now. There's a pain of making mistakes and sacrificing, and there's a pain of giving up, and they both are equally painful. So just choose one.
Yeah, I love that quote.
Right?
I love that quote
because it's true.
Yep.
Quitting hurts massively, probably just as much as.
No, more so.
Probably more
More
so.
so.
Probably more so.
More so.
More so, which is crazy if you think about it. I mean, why put yourself through that? Like if there's derailments, just stick. I know for a fact that he's lost full shows. You were writing a show and you lost the full show, right? Or more, nearly the full show.
No, the whole show.
The whole show. And he, like, that is amazing discipline and state of mind that you saw the positives in it and started from scratch. I don't even know if I would have that discipline. And it's like, and then you told me you finished the show and it was even better because you're like, well, I refined it. I probably improved on it. I'll try to be less careless or whatever. You learn from it. I mean, that's massive, but you did it. And that's like hugely rewarding.
Totally.
Right?
I agree.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
Look, just understand that most people are going to be off course most of their lives.
Exactly.
The difference is that you have a course.
Yes.
Understand, most people do not. Most people just wade
Flail.
through life. And what is that? I'll tell you what that is. That is a guaranteed recipe for failure.
Yeah.
Guaranteed recipe.
Yeah.
Now, it never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own. Marcus Aurelius. And Thanato Pronoun is giving us money to read out Marcus Aurelius' quotes.
Sick.
Don't you think that's a good one too?
Awesome.
Everything Marcus Aurelius says is amazing.
Yeah,
isn't
he's
it?
a genius.
It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinions than our own.
Actually, it's kind of insane. That's insane.
It's a great observation.
It is.
He's right.
He's completely right.
He's right.
It's really illogical, but I guess let's chalk it down to evolution.
You got to chalk it down to evolution.
Yeah.
You have to,
We're just
which is something that
monkeys.
he didn't know about. So
Yeah.
to him, it was genuinely perplexing.
Yeah, but we know the
And now we
answer.
just sit there. Isn't it amazing? Just us schmoes.
I know.
Like not the emperor of Rome.
No.
It's
More
crap.
smart, though.
Just human crap. Like he invented self-help and we're sitting there being like, yeah, it's not that profound. Evolution. Anyway, well, thanks for the $30, Jack. Seriously though, thank you for the $30.
Don't forget Marcus Aurelius had to go into war as well. We're like, We don't have to do that.
Just have to sit here on a podcast and Ukraine, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
I reckon Russia's not
who's
doing
right?
that bad as they say.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He looked pretty. Remember when he was on the horse and his shirt was off? That was sick.
Oh God,
Jack, $30. Thank you so much for it. Really appreciate it. You've said that contribution is the key to fulfillment. I found that there is a truth to this when I worked as a prosecutor, but it also burned me out to the point that I felt I could give no more. How to bounce back from the fatigue. Jack, you've come to the right place. You have come to the right place. You want to talk to somebody that has experienced career burnout before. You're looking at a guy that's been running on fumes for 5 years.
Yeah, that's
and
the guy.
counting.
Hell yeah.
I absolutely felt that. And I can totally understand a prosecutor feeling like, look, I've done my public service.
Definitely.
Don't you think?
I know so many lawyers that are burnt out. My housemate's one.
Yeah, but a lot of those lawyers are doing corporate law, and I'm glad that they're burnt out. But come on.
She's not
I'm
doing
just shuffling around pieces of paper all day so that some millionaire wine merchant can avoid tax. I'm so burnt out.
Oh, Jesus.
So tiring. At least I've got the American office when I go home.
That was so much harsher than my autistic call on you.
What?
That was too poignant, too harsh. Too harsh. Sometimes your barbs just sting. They just sting.
Pretty sure she's not watching this. She's probably still at work.
She's definitely still
Still at work. Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
But I've said this, Jack. You experience burnout, and it is because I think that after being sort of like Sisyphus, which is the entire pursuit of public service, as Stephen Miles in Queensland would be well aware now, pushing that boulder up the hill all the way up and then just to see it roll right back
Jesus,
down.
that's brutal.
It's not fun. It is not fun.
Is he?
And so,
Is
yeah.
he? So I'll let you finish your thought. Sorry. Did you finish it?
The question then becomes, what was the point of all of it? I get it. I get this exact mindset that you're going through now. Here's the mindset. No good deed doesn't go unpunished. It doesn't go unpunished.
What does that mean?
I think it's just a smart way of saying that.
Life's a bitch.
Huh?
Life's a bitch?
Life is a bitch, but there is sort of a reward in it. And I'm not just saying like, just aesthetically, because you did something right. I am saying that you always think, oh my God, I pushed it all the way up and it went back down to the same place. It didn't go back down to the same place.
Gotcha.
But that is just the devotion of service. And the whole thing is, and this is what I think you should always remember, Jack, and I think that you can definitely ascribe to this. Don't you think that you're a completely different person as a result of pushing that boulder up?
For sure.
Your character has changed immensely.
Yes.
And I think that that has definitely made you a more worldly, more concerned, more caring person. And it has probably also made you smarter. It has probably made you, in every single regard, it has given you a level of character that most people that, you know, chose the easy way out in life don't have.
It'll also
And
get you hookups, straight up. Chicks dig, you know.
men that do public service.
No, they dig like successful people. So I'm just saying, as a side note, that's also an advantage.
Yes, but that's the whole thing. Extremely vacuous women would be attracted to extremely vacuous men that are
Right.
like bit traders.
Sure.
Or tycoon real estate agents or something.
Sure, yeah.
Women of true character are not going to be attracted to them. They're going to be attracted to someone else who has developed a character.
Yeah.
I think just by purely doing that, you have probably attracted in your life a great circle of people around you that are of a far better quality than if you never did that. Because like attracts like constantly. So there is all these massive advantages that you have to give yourself when you say that you're burnt out. Yeah? And you will notice this, because I did the same thing. You go away, you retire to a beach island for a while, you sit there for 2 months and you think, fuck, I'm bored.
Yeah.
and then you just want to go back into the grind.
Damn, that's good advice. Yeah.
That's what'll happen. Jack, all I can say is take a vacation, see life. You will immediately realize, oh, there's not that much to life. Anyway, back into the chambers.
Oh, God.
That's what'll happen. Hey, sign up to Jordan Shank's Patreon. Get 3 extra of these videos a week where I will be giving you all of my insights that I've gleaned from other people's wisdom. But you can't be bothered to read those books, can you? Plus, I have 300 books of self-help rattling around in my head. Trust me, I will get you results. I will get you results. Don't be a cheap ass. It's seriously, you are not... If you are not investing in yourself by signing up to the Jordan Shanks channel, then God help you. Now, I'll move on to the next
results?
one. Huh?
Can you get me results?
I got you results.
Yeah.
Remember when you first started the podcast and you said you
That's
had
true.
50 cents, negative 50 cents
Negative, yeah.
in your thing, and then you were saying, yeah, the music industry's against me. And then I said, have you ever thought about just doing it anyway? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes. Okay. I can vouch for this man. He saved my life. And you can too.
Jordan, when's your next show in Brisbane? I don't know. I've got tickets though, so it's there somewhere.
Well, no, we did Brisbane.
Yeah, we're going back.
You sure? I don't think we are.
Yeah, we're going back to Brisbane and Mackay.
I know
check that.
We're going to Mackay. I don't think Brisbane's there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, Brisbane, 23rd of November.
Right.
That's the month.
I was wrong.
That's the ticket.
Shit.
Politics and mediocrity go hand in hand, and dance in the summer rain is kind of sweet. Okay. Thank you for $5, Cooper. Don't really know what that means.
It's nice.
But very nice. Thank you. Showdanks, another £5
what's with all these?
for the intermission.
What's with the pounds? It's crazy.
Listen to my Marcus Aurelius diss track, Small S Stoic, some other numbers. He did an Anglo unspeakable thing. What the hell are you talking about? This man really likes Marcus Aurelius.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I don't know what you didn't
People
really.
are like way too into the internet for me to be keeping up to date with these people.
Some sort of video, maybe a rap video.
George gave us $10, and thank you very much for it. Why don't you do more collabs with other YouTubers? That's what most YouTubers do. And if Mr. Beast will always have 10 popular YouTubers in every video, it's probably a good idea to copy. Yeah, you're right, it is. This is the problem is, here's my problem, George. Who else is there to collab with in Australia?
The guy with the puppet.
Yeah, the guy with the puppet.
You know the guy with the puppet?
Randy. yeah, I'll try and hook something up with Randy. That seems like a good move.
No, I don't think there is anyone else. I don't know who. I mean,
That is the problem. The problem with Australia is that there's just not that many opportunities to collaborate.
Neil, but you did the Neil pod
Yeah, there's just it's a very, very small
pool
group. There's no one. It's like Minnie was saying this the other day. She was like, dude, there's like 3 Australian YouTubers.
Shit, that's crazy.
It's kind of true.
It's hard. That's tough.
Thanton pronoun. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane.
Escape finding oneself. Oh,
The
to
object
escape.
of life is not to be on the side of majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Marcus Aurelius.
All right, escape.
Do not be
finding oneself.
wise in words, be wise in deeds.
Yeah. Both.
Wow. He's awesome.
He's so good. Socrates is good too.
Yeah, all the Stoics.
They're all great.
Well, Socrates wasn't a Stoic. But anyway, any guy with a beard that there is a statue made out of him, there was a reason for that.
They're so good, man. They were really onto it.
They're legends,
Yeah.
all of them.
I love them. I love the Stoics. I love them. They're so, it's the
Now,
best.
why do you think that they are so, everyone has such reverence for them now? What do you think it is about our period?
I don't think it is our period. I think they've always been revered.
They always have been
I think-
revered, but it really feels like they're highly fashionable at the moment.
I think it's just, look, I guess it's probably cyclical, and then like it's just a thing of like, oh, I forgot about this book. Well, I'll read it. I think it's just that.
It is a bit like that, isn't it?
But like the book's really good. Like the books they wrote, all their writings. I mean, Marcus Aurelius wrote a diary. It wasn't even published. It was supposed to be published, but it's just I don't know why it's popular, but I understand why it's universally popular. It's so good. It's just really because One thing that's interesting about the Stoics is it's like a bit of a misnomer, whatever you mean, like misnomer that, you know, a Stoic is someone that kind of self-flagellates themselves and punishes himself. It's not that. It's not even that you can't make mistakes. It's just kind of like trying to help yourself, really, and live a moral life. Like it's not even a set of rules. It's kind of just like it's this philosophy.
It's even simpler than that. It's a lot of it is just here's some practices to living a good life.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stoicism is about, and I really like this phrase that they're saying, is trying to aim for tranquility in life.
That's nice. That's nice.
Neither highs nor lows.
Yeah. Very Buddhist too, isn't it?
Well, it is. This is Western Buddhism. It's great. Daytone, thank you again. You're killing it. As is Gob City, $5. Thank you very much. What do you think about the necessity of delusion in achieving goals of success? At what point are your dreams too difficult / unrealistic to execute?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I think I don't know what the answer to that is.
I know the answer.
I think he's talking to me, as in like, is that my life? But yeah.
Is that your life?
Yeah. Well, I think that sometimes. Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. At what point are you delusional, and at what point is it not worth it? You know.
Look, I'll say this, Gob City. I think that is absolutely necessary. There is no chance that you are going to succeed in life if it isn't for the idea in your mind, a complete and utter unwillingness to bend. I think that every time I've ever seen anybody sit there and say, oh yeah, I'm going to take this job to the side, I'm going to go do this instead for a while, I'm going to go take a gap year. It's not just like, oh yeah, I've gone for a year and now I'm back to the grind. You have to ramp up back into the grind.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. You've been partying for a year straight. Oh yeah, I'm just going to go take my desk job again. Time to stamp rubbers. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And so I think that like a lot of the time you really have to just be completely uncompromising about it. And again, like what we were saying before, yeah, okay, as people say, I'm probably not doing the YouTube game correctly. What I will say about that though is I have built a business out of YouTube. How many people can say that?
Yeah.
Still in the game.
Yeah.
Dude, still in the game in my mid-30s.
You're killing it.
Still. I've been around a long time now.
It's cool, yeah.
Now, why is that? I think it was because I refused to give up. Everyone else did. So many people surrendered on their dreams. Or, I'm going to postpone my dreams. I'm going to go do something else for a while. I sat in my room with all of my Post-it notes, inspiring me, around me every day. Yes, as everyone says, looked like a serial killer's hand. And it was. It really did.
But that's the sacrifice.
But that is the sacrifice that you have to take. That really is. So I think that it is. If you have it in your mind that you are absolutely certain that you can make it to that level.
Yeah, you're proof of it.
You're going to get there.
Yeah.
You are going to get there. That is the only way that you can get there. The only way that you can get there is just by being completely uncompromising.
Damn.
And you have to sacrifice as a result. And delusion is a big part of that formula because you are so far away from your goals when that happens. Now I'm not. Now I'm there.
You're there. It's crazy.
Now I'm there.
So cool.
But that only happened because I refused to bend at any point. There was many a point where I could have gone out and they said, yeah, you can go get a job at the ABC doing this. See, this is the other thing. If I did get that job at the ABC, I can guarantee you I would be on Twitch now, but with the embedded mindset of the ABC of like, well, maybe I can get a job there. I don't want to be cancelled. And then I'd just be like, lame.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
I think that's the way, man. Honestly. I don't think that I personally, purely from my own life experience and my girlfriend's, I don't think that there is a dream that is too difficult or too unrealistic to execute.
Wow.
And I think that once you aim for it and you properly put resource and time and sacrifice into it, and I'm talking years, how many other people have gotten off the bandwagon by then? The answer is all of them. It's just a matter of nutting it out. It's just staying there, being persistent. And in the meantime, you are gaining all of this experience and expertise. I have something now, as a result of those years and years and years of practice, that you really don't see a lot of other people having. A lot of other people, when they try out on YouTube, they do it for like 6 months and then they stop. And the thing is, they're terrible communicators. They're not engaging. All of this stuff starts to act as like a huge barrier for you at the beginning. And you just have to accept that whenever you start at something, yeah, okay, I suck now, but one day I won't.
Yeah. That's another big part of it too, is like being, you're never comfortable with failure, but accepting it. Especially in this country, it's hard. But like, don't be afraid to fail. Like, you shouldn't be ashamed of that. There's no shame in failing, because you know what happens? And it's human nature. People hate what you're doing. It's seen as a failure. They hate it, they hate it, hate it. Even if it's good, people tend to hate it. And then all of a sudden, they love it. It just switches. They just all of a sudden love it. Or you've all of a sudden gotten much better at the task that you have been, like working at. You improve. So failure is not a bad thing. It's probably part of the, it's definitely part of the process. You have to be bad at something before you're good at it. So don't be afraid to fail.
Now, next question.
Chump.
This is the first that they've ever donated from Tailored Effect. Thank you very much for it. And they wrote, what does Miss Love do?
Do you care to elaborate on that?
Do you? I mean, you are Miss Love.
Yeah, but like my philosophy in life, my job.
I think that's what does he do? I think that's
Like
what
in
they
my
mean.
life?
What does he do?
Okay, I'll tell
What
you
does this
exactly what I
man
do.
do?
I'll tell you exactly what I do. I mean,
Go.
I assume they mean my professional life, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm working right now, so this is what I do: sit on my ass. So you're seeing some of it.
Yep.
That
is a lot of his job.
Yeah.
Sitting on his ass and shit talking.
I do music that's my thing I'm trying to do. So I do like play gigs, write music, record music. So I do that. I travel with this beeper all around this great brown land and speak to very autistic people at nauseum about backbenchers from whatever town they're from, and
he does a lot of that
and nod.
He does do that.
I film the shows, I watch the shows, time code the shows, I write, we do skits, we record skits.
It's an everyman. I just got to go to the toilet.
Go.
Keep justifying your existence.
Yeah, I will.
In a room by yourself.
Fuck. Jesus Christ. He's left me right now. I'm basically his PA. I also teach him kind of how to, I guide him on how to behave like a normal man in normal society. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm like a PA. A lot of driving. Touring is a lot of time and work. So a lot of touring with him. Let me see this. Time for me to look at the... Hopefully that satisfied you. And also before that, I did every job under the sun. Just name a job and I did it. Where was that guy? Oh, does it even do? Very smart, Alec. Question. Jesus, look at all these. Hey boys, how do you suggest getting out of a creative funk whilst in one? Cheers. You want to change your state of mind, so drugs and alcohol, but that's not healthy. So exercise. You just want to change your state. So, but also weirdly fear. Fear is a big motivator for me. So when something scares me, as in like I feel like something's rattled me in life in terms of like it's shaken up my state of mind. I get pretty productive. But I've just continued without you. Oh, no. Did it disconnect it? Oh, it's just that thing. That's fine. That's fine. I've moved on. So, yeah. Hey, give me that.
What do you need?
No, I was just enjoying reading them. I just answered one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the funk one.
Oh, snap. Good work, miss.
Thanks, dude.
We're churning through them.
Yeah.
Can I lie? Hey, thanks for giving $5. Will you move on to getting people from your team to start interviewing Free North Queensland? Will you move on to getting people from your team to start interviewing?
Interviewing who?
What does that mean?
Interviewing who? Like people, like characters or something.
Oh, do you mean like getting interviews? Yeah, of course. Again, the problem is, though, there's just... Who is there to interview? This is the problem. In America, there's just so many people to interview.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
In Australia, who have you got to interview here?
I don't know. Like
Bob Carr.
Kerry Ann.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'd love to interview Kerry Ann. God, that'd bring in the views, wouldn't it?
Question, are you still hot? All right, that's all we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May wrote, "Where's the live stream from the Queensland election? Very sad." Come on, we got to do it.
What?
Queenslander! Come on, every time someone gives us money to say Queenslander, you got to put it in there. Queenslander!
Yeah, nice. Weird people, aren't you?
Where's the live stream from the Queensland election? Oh, yeah, we'll put it up on the Friendly Geordies podcast. And thank you so much for giving us $5, May. Really appreciate it. Now, also, while this is happening, I am going to order us something sweet, maybe.
Oh, sweet. Din-dins.
Sweet.
We love.
What do you want? I know what you want.
Thai?
Oh.
What do you want?
I thought that you wanted the other thing.
I'll get the other thing. I just don't want Domino's. That's another tip for all you people out there. Reduce your intake of Domino's and fast food to a maximum of, I would say, once a week. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe twice.
That is pretty fair.
It's just, you don't need that.
Okay, we got another one from Atamaza.
From Ange Tries It.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. It was a podcast you made me listen to ages ago.
Let's celebrate their first super on live stream. Okay, it is celebrated.
Super.
Do you know about any pathways towards ecology and conservation measures that I should take from all the scientists you've spoken to over the years?
Jesus.
God, that's a really good question.
Go to Queensland. They're up there, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes, I do. In fact, I'm going to put this in the chat if I can somehow. Just look for this link that I'm going to put out there.
Who is it? Who's the link? That's okay. Well, I'm going to put me on me again.
What's Bruce's last name?
So what? I thought it was Bruce. I thought it may have been Bruce. I don't know his last name.
I'm going to find this for you because he's really good.
Yeah, he is really good. Bruce Almighty. He has a farm in Dubbo, and it's very.
He is. He just recently won the Bob Hawke Award for sustainability.
That's rad.
Yeah, Soils for Life. That's his.
Soils for Life. That's what it's called?
Look at this. This is what you look at, my friend. He's given it all away for free. Look, he's given you the guide. That's how you be sustainable. Right there. I put the link in the bottom. Thank you for that. Very much appreciate it.
Lord Palmerston.
Nuclear Savage, do a collab with Isaac Butterfield. I'm doing his foreword right now. When I get off this, I'm going to start reading out his foreword.
What do you mean?
For his book.
You're just going to read it on the stream?
Yeah. Thank you, though, Nuclear Savage. I do appreciate that.
It's a really good forward. It's actually a really good forward. To the point where I'm like, I think you should have been a writer. You missed your calling.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it.
You are.
But that is what I do. That is my calling.
True. You write and then you read it.
I write and I read.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I do with my worthless life.
We're on the self-help channel. You're not supposed to say things like that. Remember, you're on the wrong channel.
That's my private thoughts.
No. it's not worthless. It's the opposite. It's contributing and worthful. Bigly. Really well done. And I said, Carmel is not. I call him Tim Tampon Waltz.
Why does he call him that?
It's so insane he can get away with that. Because he says he's like he puts tampons in some places. Maybe not appropriate for me to say here, not the right place, but he puts it somewhere. I think can use your imagination with that one. I don't know. Up his ass. It's like, dude, that's
What is he? That doesn't happen.
no. He's just saying he's like a pansy, which is like very unfair for like an ex-army,
Yeah, I know.
ex-army.
This guy that freaks out when he's like, "Excuse me, I don't think this plate is clean." He's a real pansy, folks. There's not enough gold in this room. I can't sleep.
Hey, I know this is not related, but who wants to see the Trump movie? I'm keen as. I really want to see it.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Looks awesome. The Apprentice.
Yeah,
Hey, come on. Is my Trump impression good or what?
do it again.
And I said, look, they're bringing in the people, and I think that they're bringing in boatloads, the busloads, and they said, we'll put them in Ohio, okay, Ohio. It's a tiny town. These people are crazy. They're crazy, Jordan.
Very crazy people.
They put it in Ohio. They're rapists, they're murderers from mental asylums, from mental institutions.
It's really good.
It's not bad, right?
You should be proud of yourself.
Thanks. That's all I've got. You've got your millions.
All I've got's my Trump impression.
Yeah, well, I'd trade it all for that.
Nah, you're good too. Yours is good.
It's nowhere near as good as yours.
If it all goes tits up, I'll just sit on the side of the street and just be like,
$1 for I'll shout, call your wife. I'll talk to her on the phone. She'll think it's Trump. Just give me $1, please. I need a sandwich. I need Mexican food. I can't eat without it. I can't live without Mexican. We love the Mexicans.
$5 from Thanton Pronoun. First step at being good at something is to suck at it.
exactly.
You couldn't have put it better.
And it's actually kind of a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I like it too.
You just have to. That's it. You just have to do it. You have to do it.
All right. We've got a first timer here. Thank you, always lurking. No wonder you're a first time.
Yeah.
Hey lads, how do you overcome the feeling of it's too late? I'm 24. I feel as if I'm way behind in life, still studying, working at a pub. Never thought I'd still be in that position 6 years ago. Joined the club, always lurking.
Dude,
Tell you
I'm
what,
still
I
doing
was
it
a
now.
loser until basically.
I'm 34. You're so young. But I
He's
felt
got
like
10 years on you.
he's got 10 years of me, but I felt the same way at 18. I still remember I was walking down the street in Croatia with my mum's friend's daughter, and she was like really beautiful, and I was like, can't believe it. I'm 18. It's all over. It all goes so fast. And she was just, I was like bumming her out. She's like, shut up.
Really?
Yeah. And I was 18. So this man is obviously very empathetic and conscientious and high in conscientiousness,
Why?
because because in order to make that observation, you have to reflect and be melancholy, basically. So the very nature of that means you're a good person. I would say just don't stress about it. Because you get to a certain age and just don't care. I used to care. I mean, I sometimes I wake up, I'm like, duh, I'm 34, and you freak out about it. But there's literally this is a very Zen Buddhist thing, but there's no point worrying about it because the time's going to pass anyway. Plus, 24, studying in a pub, that's the normal at that age. Some people at 24 smoke weed on their parents' couch and don't do anything. Like, you're doing heaps. What are you
I think
talking
that's the
about?
case too. Look, honestly, you're still studying. You're 24. Just know, I was a massive loser until about 27. Massive loser.
What do you mean? What do you mean 27?
This comment's bumming me out.
No, you weren't. You weren't. What do you mean? You just worked hard. That's fine. You know, what does that even mean? These are all subjective words.
In fact, you know what? Always lurking. I'm going to do a more detailed video on that.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me just write that down.
Wire is a loser, and then this thumbnail. Oh, whoa. Dude, you really aren't. Like I think that it means you're a conscientious person that can that is like empathetic and can reflect on one's life, and you have high standards and all that, and that's fine.
I will also say this. I think everybody expects that once you go to university, you showed me that meme. God, I wish we could put that meme up.
Such a
So
good
you wouldn't
meme.
even know this because you're 24, but there was this game called Silent Hill, and it was really scary, and it was this guy walking around in fog. That was basically the game.
Well,
And
also with monsters that you have to shoot with shotguns and stuff. You didn't play it properly.
shakily and
It
scared.
was very scary.
It was, but I think the walking around in fog was the scariest part.
Yeah, but when a little midget troll says, anyway, all very scary.
What's the midget troll?
It was like, dude, write Silent Hill monsters. There's these little midget men that just like walk up to you.
So if I write Silent Hill midget monster,
it should come up. Midget. Little tiny things.
yeah, it's not coming up. There's
Just-
a lot of pictures of Warhammer.
Just write monster, right? Silent Hill monster, and it'll.
What was the Pyramid Head guy?
There was so many weird, scary. It's such a scary game. And it was Capcom, so it was just the same, like, what do they call that? I don't know what they call it, but the same layout or whatever as Resident Evil. So it's just
Yeah, that one always freaked me out. This one.
Jesus, wait, let me see it again. The double head thing. Far out! I never even saw that. That's terrifying. Yeah.
Top
Anyway,
20 lamest monsters. I bet you're scared by one of the top 20 lamest monsters.
while you do that, I'm going to read out the meme because so
Yeah, look at this. Look.
it's the midget, isn't it?
Yeah, there we go. The great
That's
shark.
it!
Yeah, that's the midget. You're scared by one of the lamest monsters.
Yes, I am scared by it.
Me.
It's scary. It's funny you say that because I showed Jordan a meme today that is a guy walking around in Silent Hill. I'll just play it. The sound, you'll get the feeling of it. This sound. So, quite scary, menacing sound. And it says, it's a guy wandering through fog. And it says, when you finish university, you'll get a well-paid job and start a family. And then it says, me after finishing university. And it's just him. It's just a man lost in fog, going, and I don't know where I was going with that. That's quite depressing, but
My general point is that, think about this. Everyone feels like a loser at that point in their life. Now, some people have a very professional job, which means that their salary is normally capped fairly early on. So somebody, for instance, I remember talking to somebody and I said, man, I feel like a loser. Like every day I wake up, I've got nothing to do, nowhere to be, I've got no money. And then this chick I know said, yeah, same. Anyway, I'm starting as the full-time teacher next week. Her. But the thing is, down the line, what is she still? A full-time teacher.
yeah.
Now, my point about all of this is a lot of people think that in their mid-20s, and it's what you are experiencing is a quarter-life crisis. It's a real thing that happens, and it is because we live in this day and age where not everybody goes into professionalized jobs. And as a result of that, there is this feeling of impending, I'm wasting my life, I'm not going anywhere. The upside and flip to that is, because of the external huge amount of opportunity that exists now in the long tail universe that we live in, which is that everybody has like a specialized skill that they can be monetizing and turning into something.
Doing
it
it right
takes
now?
longer to get exactly.
Yeah.
It takes longer to get there. It
Right.
takes longer to get there.
So that's how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would not think that I'm a loser at 24 anymore. That's kind of just pretty standard,
Yeah.
really.
You can't.
I
It's
can
so-
guarantee you when I do a video about that, there is going to be a lot of hashtag Me Toos to that.
Yeah.
This is a normal feeling
Yeah.
that you are experiencing now. It will subside.
Mm-hmm.
It will subside. It is just a natural part of the age that we live in today's world. We still have the hangover that you're supposed to be something by the age of 18. But if you think about it, everything just keeps getting delayed the longer the lifespan goes on. So
True.
our generation, it won't be strange, for instance, for people to live to 130.
That's amazing.
So
Especially-
Mislav and I basically still have 100 years to go.
Hell yeah, dude. Can't wait.
Definitely Mislav with his stupid jokes.
I really am not advocating for that. I get pulled into things. I'm not advocating that.
Sir Spongedoodle, $3. I'm not in school / don't have a job, and I've got 0 friends.
Oh God.
I feel stuck.
How old are you? I suppose it doesn't matter.
Suppose it doesn't matter.
Listen,
Give me the advice.
give me what his things were again. I don't have a job.
No job, no school, no
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, look, as much as the guy before, I was like, you're doing fine. You, my friend, need to make some changes. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing wrong. Well, there's something wrong with it. There's nothing to be ashamed of, but you need to make some changes. Big changes. Bigly. And I can give some suggestions. You just got to put yourself out there. It doesn't matter if you join a soccer team, if you want to study, uni, TAFE, get some sort of employment. The thing with the good thing about employment is you get friends by doing it. That's just what happens. Some of the best friends I've made in my life, I got through bar jobs. So just think of it as there's no negatives. You're making money, you're meeting people. Just go to a local bar and just start working. I would say you need to start working or studying. To a lesser extent, a sport team thing is great, but like you should get some kind of study in, try to find some kind of interest that's something that you're interested in. But if you don't know what that is yet, then just get a bar job. That's the friends thing taken care of straight away, because people are nice, and in a bar job you have to make friends because you're bored as shit. You just start to talk to the people you work with. So just do that. I would do that now. Do it tomorrow. Just walk down to your local, or you get your RSA and that crap, but then just do that. And then you'll get the confidence, and then and you're so young, as soon as you get some mates, you'll start getting more inspiration and direction, and things naturally sort of develop with osmosis.
And I'll also say this as well. The reason you feel stuck is because you are not challenging yourself in any regard.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would imagine the reason that you are not challenging yourself in any regard at the moment is because you feel like there is nothing in your life to be excited about. I challenge you. I challenge you now to find something about it.
Exactly.
There is going to be something that you are looking forward to in your life. There has to be something out there that you think, that could be me. What is that ideal future self? What is that?
But if you
and what step can you take towards it?
But he is quite young. If you don't find that, I think...
Well, we don't know that. He could be 50.
Oh, I just made up in my head that he's 18.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, yeah, you should do that, but I think mates is a big catalyst for that. It's a big catalyst for that, because I honestly, the amount of times in my head I sing I get by with a little help from my friends, like almost as a joke, almost in a pathetic way. The amount of times I do that in my life is insane, because there's so many moments where a suggestion from someone just is the exact right thing you need to hear. There's so many. I'm not like a proactive, enterprising person, and like I need to like collaborate with people to get things like moving. And the amount of things, whether it's like creative decisions or life decisions that have happened just through talking with mates, is like huge, astronomical. So I wouldn't underestimate friendship.
Power of friends.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely don't underestimate it.
No.
Me, on the other hand, has no need for it whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
This love is just a nice add-on to my life. I could do very well without him.
Yeah.
Or a girlfriend.
Yeah, you didn't need
Or this couch.
You don't need the couch.
I don't need you.
No, you don't need the
I
people.
don't need any of you.
No, you don't need the
I
fish.
need the snakes on my ass. but
Yeah.
I need the fish. That's what I'm saying. My fish are more important to me than my girlfriend and my longest friend.
How rewarding to hear. Something that I want to eat is more important to you than me.
Stay away from those fish. James, $10.
perspective.
He writes, I've been texting a date frequently for a few weeks. The response dropped off yesterday. We do have another date lined up. How do I stop constantly checking my phone for a reply? I'm too invested. That's sick. Okay. Round of applause for James. He knows he's too invested. He knows he's too invested. How
Okay.
many guys do you know in your life that think maybe she didn't get the last text? Just checking you've got
Yeah,
that one.
you're
Then
looking
just
at
like
one.
nothing, and then another one. Did you get that one?
Yeah, you're looking at one. I'm like that.
You're like that
It's horrible.
massively. The fact that you know that, James, is a huge step forward. Look, I would say that this is probably the thing that's happening in your head, right? Like you have that scarcity of the fact that you think that this is the only one that's ever going to happen in my life, and there's never going to be another girl that's going to come my way, and so this one really needs to work out right now, and she's just so perfect in every way. Everything this happens to everybody in their minds because that is the hormone that latches out
Right.
when that happens.
Yeah.
Immediately, your hormone thinks like, "This one, grab it now."
You give me PTSD, but yeah, go on.
You can relate.
Yes.
Do continue.
No, that's fine. We'll leave that there. You just keep talking.
Okay. Gladly. I'm curious though, so look, I'm just painting on a smile here. I really wish that you delved into that. It would eat up a lot of time.
Well, was that the end of your point? I was quite infatuated with somebody at a certain point,
Yes.
and you were like, "You're just projecting, man." And I still don't know to this day if I was or wasn't, but nothing really eventuated from that, and I'm still sad. So I don't know if I don't know what the answer. I don't know what the advice is there.
I'll tell you what the advice is. The advice is always the same, which is that the way that you get out of that is to acknowledge that you are in the scarcity mindset. Now, this can be applied to everything in life. This isn't just girls, but this is also money. This is also fame. This is anything that you are chasing in life. You always feel like there is not enough of it. James, I will say this. The fact that you have attracted this one girl means that there is many, 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 many other girls in the world that it's really not that hard.
Right. Yeah.
How many dumb tradies do you know with like a 10 girlfriend? All of them? Every tradie on earth?
Yeah, every tradie.
Really not difficult.
They got that sweet tradie money.
All right, so maybe you don't have that, James. I'm assuming because you have a cartoon bear that you aren't doing it. But I
He'll
would
be
say
right.
this. What?
Yeah, he'll be right.
I will say this. Look, there's always this trick as well. There's always this trick, I think, that works really well. Rub one out.
Yeah.
Rub one out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just really depreciate. Like,
he doesn't
use
need
it to your advantage.
He doesn't need that advice. I think he's done that.
He's done it already. Well, if you haven't, go do it now, Jamesy. That's what you got paid $10 for. But I think that it's always just, look, that is happening in your head because you think that this is the only thing. It's just, you've got the my precious syndrome happening at the moment. Just know.
God, yeah.
Just know. If it doesn't work out, it's really not that big a deal. Like, you go back onto the dating apps immediately.
It's not the end of the world.
In fact, you're going on a date with them. You could be on the dating apps right now, and that, trust me, will massively decrease your interest and not make you as scarce. The thing is, ironically, it's bad saying this, but it's definitely true. She will be more attracted to you if you aren't as clingy.
Yeah, I hate that.
Which means that you need more things going on in your life. This
Yeah.
cannot be the most important thing. In fact, James, I would ask you, like I would ask the previous person before that, reprioritize your life right now. Is there anything else that you can be excited about in your life?
Like, for instance, the new Grimace Happy Meal thing.
Go out and get one. Tell us what it's like, Jamesy
That
boy.
milkshake.
You
That
got to do it.
ridiculous purple milkshake.
Kyle Stoke wrote, "Hey Geordies and Miss Love, just moved to Melbourne on my own. Loser.
Legend.
Full-time job, can barely afford to save for my goals. How so do I afford to live and get money and pursue my goals? Right now it doesn't seem possible." You know what this reminds me of?
Me?
How am I supposed to come up with $600,000 to save my house, star in movies, do my music, and hang out with my flipping friends? How in the hedge fund am I supposed to do all of that?
It does. Everyone's got problems, man. They're just different versions.
Kyle.
That was our friend, by the way. That was
How in the flip?
that was our verbatim. Our friend, a friend of ours, is in a bit of a pickle himself.
How in the hedge fund? Look, man. Look.
I
You
like,
are biting off more than you can chew at the moment.
yeah. So what should he's got to live.
Full-time job, can barely afford to save for my goals.
He's just living.
How to afford to get more money, to afford to live and get more money to pursue my goals right now. It doesn't seem possible. Yeah, look, right now, Kyle, it is not possible. What is possible is that whenever you are in a position where the material outcomes to your life are not possible, I'll tell you what is possible. Planning. I'll tell you what is possible. Planning.
Right.
And also coming up with alternative methods. This is what's really good about being in your position right now, Kyle. You are going to be forced to be creative.
That's very true.
I really don't like the fact that I live now in a time where it's like, you know, my immediate needs are constantly met. I feel
Right.
permanently unfulfilled.
Are you
and
serious?
there's nothing I can... No, of course. I've lived an amazing life.
Okay,
I'm,
good,
I'm
thank
just
you.
trying to relate.
Okay,
to people.
sorry. I blew it.
Look,
Sorry.
my life is amazing.
Yeah.
In every regard, as you can see from my very healthy, pale complexion. My God, look at paper white. I'm a
Dude,
ghost.
I am too, though.
No, look at you.
I'm paper white.
Yeah, there's a man that's got like, look, you like red like an Asian drinking too much.
My face is that.
So good, me too. And you're just like as orange as Donald Trump. But for some reason, your arms are really pale,
I know.
but your face is so tanned.
Oh, I'm becoming one
Look
of
at this. I am a Chinese worker that's like, yeah, I never go outside.
Yeah, and I'm one of those who like chap, dig, chap, dig.
Kyle, there's two things that you should be happy about at this point in your life. The fact that you don't have the resources means that you're going to be more creative, which means that you are going to come up with better solutions to your problems. That's great. The second thing that you should be really, really appreciative of in this time is the fact that, look, you are going to develop a resourceful attitude, and that is going to be met by you sitting down and planning what is the possible steps for you to take now. And instead of sitting there being like, I can't get everything that I can get right now, this isn't fair, use your time more resourcefully. This is one of the biggest messages that I can ever get out of self-help. Do what you can with what you have. If you are able to do that, you will keep getting more and more things in life.
Right.
If you are not able to do that, you will sit there for the rest of your life saying, I don't have this, I don't have that.
Yeah.
And you will never get it.
Yeah.
People that get things in life get it by being resourceful.
I like that. And I'll even say sometimes having the things you want are detrimental. Like
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like being. Yeah, but like. At the same time, yeah, just don't be too. No, what he said. But like, you should be proud of yourself. Because it takes balls to move to a new city that you don't know anyone. It takes balls to get a job, full-time job. It takes balls to be in a new environment you've never been in before, and try to, pursue your goals on top of that. I think you need to give yourself a bit of a pat on the back, buddy. Like you should.
You're really not doing that bad.
You're killing it.
You're not doing that
All
bad,
of these
man.
people are killing it. They're like, I'm studying full time and working full time.
I'm in
a
high school and I'm
loser."
not pursuing my goals all the
Yeah,
time
for
because of my
high
18-year-old brain.
Yeah, high school and goals.
Look at this other one. This is another guy. He gave us 500 yen.
Arigato gozaimasu. That's $5,
Arigato
right?
gozaimasu,
Yeah,
yes.
that's mad. Thank you. Arigato. We love Japan.
I've got ADHD, failed high school, found an interest, and got through university. Been in Japan for 3 years now, feeling okay, but I'm 27 and still haven't got a relationship. Oh, someone's got yellow fever.
Nice. Again, how is this guy? How is this? I'm jealous of your life.
Doesn't have a relationship. That's why
He's 27. Who cares?
Yeah, I suppose you're
You
right.
don't want a relationship by 27. I don't think. I mean, I was in one then, but like, I don't know. This is a whole thing I was thinking about too. It's like, man, for life, it's so long. Like, I don't think, dude, if our generation, this 27-year-old might live to 150, and if you're in Japan eating all that yummy, delicious, healthy food, you will live to 150.
Totally.
So what? You wanted a relationship by 27? Like, I'm not saying don't have human relationships, but like, Dude, you just don't need to rush in. Just don't need to rush into it, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either.
I just don't think you need to. And I know that sounds like such a F-boy attitude, but it's like, I don't think it is. I think
relationship is code word for not having sex.
well, then
There's prostitute.
there's a million things in Japan. Get on the apps. There's that. There's going to bars. There's screw you, man. I'm jealous of you.
I'm pretty jealous of you too, I've got to say.
So
Living in
annoying.
Japan, 27.
Can you, that's,
It sounds like he's killing
yeah,
it.
no,
really.
dude, I'm just
Like,
pissed off.
I'm actually really pissed
I'm
off.
just pissed off.
I'm pissed off. Yeah, no, don't come back.
Nah, dude,
Don't come back,
dude,
Patrick.
Like, how about you tell us how do we live our lives? Can you help me, please? I want to go
Yes.
to Japan. I want to live in Japan.
Same.
Far out.
Samesies. Sorry. Yes, I've got some other questions.
No.
here.
Don't be sorry.
Sheldrake. I just landed in Sydney for a work conference, have a speech, now slipping in an Aurelius quote. Boss is going to go bananas. Cheers, Kings. Look at all these winners. Isn't this amazing? Again, that other guy just being like, I got one of the hardest visas on earth to get, and I'm permanently here now.
What?
How do I kill it better? Dude, you live in Japan. You've won. You've won.
You've won.
You've won.
How about this? Stay in your hotel for the rest of your life. You're still better life than us. And yeah, this guy been like, I'm about to do a speech. It's like, dude, you're all killing it. That's amazing.
And also,
I should be writing in. I'll get on and be like, hey man, my music career isn't taking off.
yes,
as fast
so
as
good. Well, you didn't pay anything, so I'm not going to be answering that. Damn, my last shot.
No, my last shot, please.
Really needed that. Sheldrake, yeah, so that's great. That's sick. I'm really happy to hear that. So happy to hear that you are killing it to the point that you are one of those people that gets flied around.
It's so cool.
Where are these live streams uploaded to? The Patreon? Yes, that's where they're uploaded to. Yes, of course.
You don't know,
Shane
do you?
up.
They're not
No,
uploaded.
sir.
Oh.
I'm 24 and I'm starting a new position, which means that I'm going to be taking a pay cut temporarily. Sophia gave us $6.90.
Oh,
Very
thank
strange
you.
amount.
That's
but
nice.
Very nice. Do you have any suggestions? $600 in savings, $63K in super.
She got more super than me, I think. Got shit all.
You got 63K in super at 24.
Oh no, I got more than 60. Wait, 63K?
In super?
Wait, 6,500?
No.
Oh.
$63,000
Okay.
at 24.
Okay, he's got a bit more than I have, like $8,000. That's
That means
nuts.
I'm taking a temporary pay cut. Do you have any suggestions? Yeah, no, Sophia, I'm telling you this.
Dive into your super. All right, pull it out. Put it in a
Timeshare.
Yeah, time. No, do this.
Timeshare.
Put half in a timeshare, half in one of these newly built apartments with the cladding that explodes. I've heard good things.
Yeah. Or even better, one of those Threadbow ones that's built on the mudslide.
Yep. Get one of them and get a drug habit. I suggest meth.
Yeah, meth's always good.
Sorry.
Do the meth one.
No, please give her the real advice. That's so horrible.
Sophia, look, I think that you've just made the right... Again, look, you don't need help.
These people
You don't need help.
No.
You've done the right thing. I always think that if you are taking up a position that has a pay cut temporarily built into it, you've made the right decision. Especially because you're 24.
24. You know what I was doing at 24?
Yeah.
Gallivanting around the world with very little money in my bank account. Like as in like I don't have enough for dinner. That's what I was doing at 24.
Me too. Me too.
What the hell?
Yeah, I literally couldn't afford dinner.
Same.
This person, I've got 63K in super. Should I take like a minor pay cut for a way better job? I don't feel secure enough.
Oh my. Once again, we should be in the chat. You guys should have this podcast. Well, Jordan's doing good. I don't belong here. Let's be honest. I do not belong here.
Now, who we got next? Hey, Jordan, I've been doing stand-up for 2 years. You inspired me to start. Good on you.
Wow.
I have an hour. Sold out shows.
What?
How do I get out of the open mic level? PS to a stand-up show in Frankston. If you've sold out shows, why are you still in the open mic? You're not at the open mic level then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the fact that when you go to clubs and then they say, oh, yeah, you got to do that. Well, it's always the same. Caleb, it's called social media. You shouldn't be doing things in front of open mic nights. The open mic nights are shit. Open mic nights don't get you anything. They just get you a bunch of surly other comedians that don't want to be there, that are going to sit there and bitch and moan about you.
Right.
That wasn't funny. That sucked. And
Right.
That's it. So, like, look, this is how you get out of the open mic level. Stop going to the open mics. Spend your time on more productive things. Spend your time on writing comedy. Spend your time on performing the comedy. Spend your time on uploading the comedy. Get better at the craft that way.
Yeah.
I don't think that it really helps at all being in the open mic scene. I think that that's just what people do when they didn't have anything else, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so you just got to bounce. You got to get out of there. That's why. Yes. All right. Next ones.
It's good advice, actually. Just make skits and stuff. Like upload reels.
Okay, so we have Max Power. Any future lands for buying land for conservation? That's like a big dream of mine. A big dream of mine is to buy a big
Sick.
patch of land.
How good would that be?
No one's allowed to touch it ever.
That'd be amazing.
SPF sunscreen just gave us $1. That's it.
Mad.
Just gave us $1.
Thanks.
Very nice.
That's nice.
AJ's transport videos just gave us $1.
Good on yous.
Good on yous. AJ's transport videos then wrote, please do a bus drivers confess their sins.
Cool.
Well, I can see why he'd want that. But AJ, I just don't know if there'd be enough people that
Yeah.
do it.
Your CAD didn't. I got in the bus and I have a little. Probably shouldn't admit this, but a little trick with the buses. And one guy's like, "Your CAD didn't work." I was like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Well, yeah. What are you gonna do?" Like, I got away with it. It was fine.
Well, you just went, oh yeah, shame that, and
Yeah.
walked on.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at AJ's transport videos. Can we give this guy a like?
Yeah.
Look at this. This is what it is. So it's him showing
See?
models of different buses.
Awesome. Let's throw him a like.
You got a new favourite, don't you?
Yeah, throw him a
You're going to love this.
Well, it'd be better
The,
if you
the
ate.
South Wodonga bus. Oh, he just takes the bus.
I love
He
that.
just walks around, takes the bus, and he's by himself in there.
It's the new content.
Dude, that's fucked. You must have been taking this at like 2 a.m.
I'm a big fan of the what would you call this new style of content? It's just like doco style, right?
Look at that. Not bad, AJ. I'm actually a huge fan of this. He just catches public transport across the country.
That's great. I'm very impressed and disturbed.
Me too. Kind of scared. But got to say, very intrigued.
Yeah.
You know what else is amazing?
Yeah.
His Albury videos do well. I'm assuming because there's just so little content about Albury.
Yeah.
Yes, we've got buses.
Too much about Wodonga, not
enough about Albury. You said it, miss.
Who puts the all in Albury?
Albury. Certainly not Wodonga.
You heard it here first. At the Albury, the Albury Community Facebook 1172 group.
Oh, damn.
Dindins?
Dindins should be close by.
It's 9:30. We've done a pretty... Yeah, check it. I'll read. How is it so late? All right, sorry. Where are we? Boom, no. Boom. I got to find it now. Oh, here it is. What the hell? I'm 17. My brother got a home gym, so I do gym and play live music. But the only social interactions I have is my family. I applied to help set up guitars, though. Dude, you're good. You're so good. Gym, smart. Guitar, epic. Live music, amazing. You're doing great. At the guitar shop, you'll meet people and you'll make friends. Once again, if you're struggling making mates, sport, clubs, like pubs, I mean, it's not hard to find people. Oh my God, one of them's 16. All right, boys, I'm going to do Meth in Lithgow. Yeah. That was Sophia, that chick. She said, I'm going to do Meth in Lithgow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, please don't do that. Please don't. I'll just kick on, shall I? HJ's or Macca's miss. What's Hungry Jack's or Macca's? Hungry Jack's all day.
Damn, I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Yeah, no, Macca's can eat it, dude. Jordan's getting food. Friendly Jews. Yeah. AJ's Transport. We're watching it. Like, we're fans. Like, I don't know if he's subbed, but he's definitely giving you a like, because I'm gonna do a like right now. Oh, also, this is really naughty of me while he's gone. Really naughty. But can you sub to Forest Hall, my YouTube page? Because I need follows too. And there's videos there. I don't know if anyone would know about it. But you know, I'm also having a crack at I'm having a crack at making music and shit, so like follow there too. And on Instagram, why not? What he did with the Barrel Arrow Orc we gave him to hand Geordies. Spectre, MCG. Okay, I'll ask him. Can I get a pay cut to do merch in Lithgow? You like Megadeth? Not really, but I respect them. How do you deal with pretentious green voters at uni? I used to be one of those, man. Just hit him with facts. Just hit him with Jordan's facts. That's all you got to do. Because he's got the facts on the greens. I think that's all you have to do. Thank you, Marilyn. That must be Marilini. Miss Love, do you lift? I have started lifting, but I haven't gone for like 2 weeks. It's so bad. It's been a big Miss Love. You a Radiohead fan? Yes, love Radiohead, especially their latest stuff. But I subbed to you. Woohoo! Just subbed. Woohoo! My personal thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wait, what was it again? Yeah, so I do lift, but I'm skinny now because I haven't been lifting. But I will be lifting again very soon. Been watching you guys for a long time and been watching this stream for a bit too. Can you please scroll up and read my comments? I need to know what to do. There are a couple of separate ones. Man, I don't know. Caleb, can you like resend them? Dude, these guys are so nice. Like, they're really awesome. Caleb, I can't find them. I can't find it, so you'll have to resend it. It's 8:30.
Well, anyway, we're going up now.
We're going now. Just wait. 2 more secs. We're gonna finish. Miss Love, go full Craig Nichols and destroy the set. Jordan, you mind if I smash the setup? Miss, what's your favorite plugin? Oh God, I'm really shit with plugins. Favorite pedal? I don't know, the Dark World at the moment. Chase Bliss Audio Dark World. But I'm really bad with plugins. Whatever works. Tom York gig maybe. I used to vote greens. Favorite drink? What's my favorite drink? Like alcoholic? Nah. Nah, it's not my favorite.
Yeah, it is.
All right, the last one, because we've got dinner here. I don't know what my favorite drink is. Probably like a vodka. I like vodka. A last one. Shit. Look for the Oh, she's justifying. Poor Sophia paid $10 to justify her super. She's like, no, look, please. I worked really hard for that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't believe you.
Jordan said he doesn't believe
I
you.
don't believe you, Sophia. Stop wasting our time.
Not cringe.
Continue to give us huge donations.
Do you want to sign off? I don't know what this is. Shut in returns you said to do. I was editing a video in August, but haven't recorded the voiceover. Any advice to not cringe at hearing my own voice? Just mix it properly. Like make if you want your audio to sound good, even on YouTube, it has to be mixed. So you have to